the devil that I changed my mind. I said I was going to quit, but I changed my mind. Oh! I came real close. I came real close. You have no idea. I came real close. I almost made the phone call. I almost quit. I almost walked away from my marriage. Almost walked away from my job. Almost walked away from my future. But tell the devil I changed. Oh! I need you to look at somebody and say, tell the devil that I changed my mind. I said I was going to quit, but I changed my mind. Oh! I came real close. I came real close. You have no idea. I came real close. I almost made the phone call. I almost quit. I almost walked away from my marriage. Almost walked away from my job. Almost walked away from my future. But tell the devil I changed. Oh! I need you to look at somebody and say, tell the devil that I changed my mind. I said I was going to quit, but I changed my mind. Oh! I came real close. I came real close. You have no idea. I came real close. I almost made the phone call. I almost quit. I almost walked away from my marriage. Almost walked away from my job. Almost walked away from my future. But tell the devil I changed. Oh! I need you to look at somebody and say, tell the devil that I changed my mind. I said I was going to quit, but I changed my mind. Oh! I came real close. I came real close. You have no idea. I came real close. I almost made the phone call. I almost quit. I almost walked away from my marriage. Almost walked away from my job. Almost walked away from my future. But tell the devil I changed. Oh! I need you to look at somebody and say, tell the devil that I changed my mind. I said I was going to quit, but I changed my mind. Oh! I came real close. I came real close. You have no idea. I came real close. I almost made the phone call. I almost quit. I almost walked away from my marriage. Almost walked away from my job. Almost walked away from my future. But tell the devil I changed. Oh!
Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to Midday with Marcella. I am your host, Marcella Booker. Gonna ask everyone, if you can, there's luncheon and brunching with me, to go ahead and hit like, tag, and share, or add highlights. What's up, Cindy Lou? Love you. Listen, I just want to get up here, and we've got to talk real quick about something. It's out of control, Cindy. It's out of control. And yeah, what do you mean? This topic that we can ready to talk about, this conversation, I want to talk about being kind to people, being nice to people that have been nice to you, that's been good to you. Something is off when people have looked out for us. They done helped us, supported us, pushed us, right? Backed us, and then we get new and we start acting crazy on the people that have been good to us. No, it's not nice. I know it's what people do in the culture. I know what people do in this hour. But I want to tell you, that's not cool at all. That's not nice. It is nice to be nice. It's nice to be nice. And it's wise to be good to the people that have been good to you. It's nice to be nice, but it is wise. What's up, Tina? To be kind to the people that have been good to you. Tina, we live in an hour where I've never seen people have their hand and their chest out. They need something or someone. They don't have enough wisdom, enough understanding to be nice back, to be kind, to let it slide. People, right? People just, yeah. What do I mean? How is it that you're going to be in a position that you need something from me and we don't have common decency, right? To be appreciative or common sense just to be like, yo, let me let that slide because that's my ride to work. That's where I lay my head at. So oftentimes, Tina, we find ourselves in a situation where we need people. And I'm not saying all the time that they're the nicest people. I'm not saying all the time that they treat us right. But what I am saying is that you've got to be humble. You better be quiet. You better be planning. Now we live in an age where, in a time where we just do whatever we want to. There was a time that I didn't have my car. My husband had my car. We had one car. And I had a woman at my church, at my job, Tina, 2 years straight. She used to drive. I talk about her all the time, Miss Gwen. She would take me to work. Do you know that was how I was able to go to the job? Then when I got to the job, it was a host of people that helped me to do what I needed to do to pastor my bigger vision, right? But working was part of the vision too. Getting that check, helping at the time. My money was accounted for or needed for whatever we were doing. I was very careful about how I moved around with people that helped me. I was very thoughtful. Cindy, she said, I love you. Thank you, Cindy. I was thoughtful, Cindy, that Miss Gwen would bring me to work all the time. So if it was anything that I could do for Miss Gwen, if it was anything a little extra, if it was the gas money, she never had to look for me to give her anything because I understood that Miss Gwen looks out for me. We oftentimes take advantage, mishandle the people that are loyal to us, the people that help us. So today, that's the conversation. That's the statement. The Bible says, muzzle not the ox that treadeth out the corn. What's up, Shamika? I love you, Ladybug. We live in an hour now where people live in your house. They're not stable or they're not in a position to get out. They don't hold their own sometime. You help them, and they will flip you the bird. What you think about that? You holding them down, and then they get flip on you, or you're the one that's going the distance. Not that you're trying to brag or boast, but the reality is that I am helping you. What happened to the gratitude, the appreciation? That's the whole conversation, Shamika. Because so today I just came back from doing a transaction, and I accidentally, by the direction of the owner, cashed out right money to the wrong place. I was heated. They gave me the green light and said, "This is our handle," and I could have really cut up. I could have really acted ugly. It wasn't necessary to do that. Does that make sense? I could have, because they told me where to direct the funds, and I asked them. They approved it, and then she said, "No, it didn't come. You sent it somewhere else." Well, in our transaction, in our dealings, I was like, "Oh my God," right? I just stayed cool. She comes back and says, "I feel horrible. I feel horrible. And whenever you come back, I'm taking off 50%. It was partially my fault. If they don't send you the money back, I'll take a loss. No need for you to take a loss as well. We'll do it together." I could have really cut up, but that's not necessary. She's doing a service. Hey, Tona B, stuff happened, and I might have to go back her way. Tona, what is going on in this hour, in this society, in this space where we need people, or people have been thorough with us, they've been 100, they've supported us, and then we dirt them, or we neglect them, or we mishandle them? I really want somebody to talk back. If you listening and you could say something back, what do you think about that? That's so disrespectful. And the truth be told, sometimes we bite our nose off to spite our face, because you forget that you need that. This is another thing. Not so much what they do. What about you stand in a position to lose the relationship? Man, that right there is everything. Tona B, we don't care or we don't realize the relationship is the thing. We cannot mishandle people and think that everybody gonna just jump back and jump right in. Yes, sorry, we supposed to be apologetic. We supposed to forgive our brothers and sisters, but we have to be accountable. We really got to do better, y'all. Hands and feet. There are people that no longer want to go out on the ledge because they like, see, once I let them in, look how they did. There are people, I don't care if it's your pastor, I don't care if it's your parents, people let people in spaces. God has blessed you to sit at that table. God blesses you to be able, to sit in that room. The Bible says many are the wounds of a friend. And sometimes we get in spaces and we get into stuff and we start acting buck wild. We don't be nice anymore. We're not considerate. God gives you favor. Tina, I'm telling you the truth. This thing has bothered me and it's been bothering me. What's up, Rafik? I love you. Danya D. Today we talking about how we don't muzzle the ox that treadeth out the corn. Stop mistreating the people that have been in your corner, that are aligned. Stop mistreating, overworking, brutalizing the runners, the people that are faithful. I'm not saying that you can't lead them. I'm not saying that you can't correct them. But when you know you got a rider, you should be leveling them up. You should be doing a little better. We should not be mistreating people because we think that they sweet on us or that they gonna stick and stay. In your marriage, you got a good one, a thoroughbred. Don't mistreat the thoroughbred. Come on. We're seeing that around the world. It's Brother Rafiq, it's a big documentary going on. And at the end of the day, they're saying that this man had millions, had opportunities, but he wasn't going to level nobody up. He wasn't going to look out for the people that looked out for him. And people are like, that's insane. The Lord is not like that. He takes care of his people. He said, if whoever bless you, I will bless them. Whoever comes up against you, I'll come up against them. What about us locking in with the people that have been faithful? What about us recognizing that you've been in my corner? I never would have made it without you. I couldn't get my degree. I would never have been able to buy the car. Who was going to watch your kids when you would do, who was going to watch them for you to do the overtime? We forget about the people that help us get up. That's why David is always going to be number one and never number two. He went back. Is there anybody from the household of Saul, Jonathan? Is there anybody? Because he remembered that Jonathan took off his clothes, Rafi, gave him, taught him, showed him off, stepped down for him to step up. He said, yo, Jonathan ain't here, but is there anybody here that I could represent, honor, restore? Because I remember what Jonathan did for me. Oh, yeah, we mishandle. We take people kindness, real talk for weakness, and we can't keep doing that. I don't care if it's you got a faithful kid. A lot of times that you have a faithful child, dependable, mature, locked in, right? And you're so busy worrying about the old one or the messed up one or the challenging child. It's a big possibility the one that's good could be neglected. No, PM, that ain't true. Ask the prodigal son's father, why do you think that older one start getting funny? Because he was like, you run after him. Yes, he had problems. Yes, he got challenged. But I have been here and I ain't heard nothing from you. I haven't gotten anything extra. Well, you strong. You stable. I could depend on you. That means neglect me. I don't need a little party or celebration. I don't need a little gift card, a little Amazon run, a little shopping, nothing. Yeah, we don't look at it like that. The prodigal son's oldest son, Danya, was different. He was speaking out. That was out of frustration. That was out of neglect. That was about, being looked over. I've been here and you crying. He done made you cry. I've been here. I ain't heard you say nothing. I've been wiping your tears. People can get neglected. And this is the deal. Good people will step off. Oh, pack up. They love you, but I'm not staying for that. Y'all ain't hearing me. It is not that somebody don't love you. It is not that people don't want to rock with us, but Tina, people be like, yo, you're not going to, I'm not the welcome wagon. I'm not the welcome mat. And oftentimes we will look out, serve new, serve what we think is better. There's nothing wrong with that. I agree with that. But what about the balance? What about looking out for the people that have served and served well? The people that have shown up. I'm not talking about favoritism. I'm talking about being intentional. You have not been in my, I could depend on that. You tried and true. I got you. You don't pay. Everybody else got to pay. But this one here don't pay. This one been with me. This one started the business. Come on. How should I be the one that been with you, right? And all of a sudden, I've been riding with you. I've been paying for you to get to school. I've been with you when you ain't had no job, when you ain't had no haircut. Your hairline was crazy. Your hair was peasy. You was looking a mess. Now you up. You done found the new selection. Wait a minute. That's not how that should go. Yeah, people don't like to be mishandled. No, they don't. They don't like to be mishandled. And I'm not talking about a spirit of entitlement. I'm talking about honor. I'm talking about when your mom has sacrificed, or someone, grandma, whoever it could be, held you down, put themselves aside for you to step up and stand up, and did it with nothing but love, and would redo it again. Those people that are in our life, 9 times out of 10, they're not looking for big gifts. It's the thought that counts. They want you to succeed and excel. That's their satisfaction. That's why they do what they do, right? But ain't nothing wrong with throwing back. We've had grandmothers and aunties and different ones where I think pastors that sacrifice. And when we get on our way, we dirt them. That's dirty. That's dirty. That is wrong. I want y'all to hear. I want y'all to know that. That's not cool. That's not the level up. There are some people that could have made other decisions, and they stayed. And they stayed with you in mind. They stayed with me in mind. So you mean to tell me we don't throw back nothing? Remember David? If you're not familiar, 2 Samuel 30, and David goes to Ziklag, and he recovers all, and 200 men stayed back. 400 men went. They get back everything, Danya. They get everything. What's up, Jordan? And they don't want to share. The Bible called them wicked. You mean we've been riding? We done hit a brick wall. I'm depressed, but I've been your rider. I've been in war with you all the time. So now we done hit a stumbling block. I'm not good enough no more. I don't deserve anything. And you could see me struggle. And we've been sharing to somebody that's listening. I know it's next and now, and people are booked and busy. And you know, you got to move on. That's fine in its place. But to those that are sound and solid in life, you get a few people. I know there's 5,000 friends. I got 1 million followers. They're followers. They're not friends. Those are not the people that know the real you. Those are not the people in the midnight hour that you could call. When you have access to somebody and they drop what they're doing, or they make room for you, that means that you're something to them. Here it is. And we cannot take that for granted. You can't bunch everybody else up and put everybody in the pot. You're not them. My husband is my husband, and there is no one like him. Does that make sense? And my special friends are my sisters that really have had my back. I don't treat them like everybody else. Is there a difference? It is. Even the Lord gives out 5, 2, and 1. He knows the capacity. You got favorites. No, I got favor, and I'm aware of it. I wanted to share that with somebody that's listening today, because oftentimes we think that because you stick and stay, you weak and shallow. No. And you shouldn't be handled like that. And we shouldn't handle people like that. The Lord is faithful to us. The Lord loves us, right? I'm talking right now to somebody that you might be like, there's grace, but you don't want to abuse grace. You don't want to take it for granted that I've been graced and he's forgiven me. So let me keep building iniquity. Then I'm lying. Forgive me, Lord. Forgive me. And I mean, I'm not going to do no better. Huh? That builds up iniquity. That builds up, a level of distrust and dishonor, even in your spiritual relationship. If the Lord's been good to you and the Lord's been kind to you and he's been consistent, there's a level in the way that we treat him. We don't just treat them like anybody else. When you know somebody's been on time, they've been there for you, you could count on them. You know, so count on me through thick and thin, a friendship that will never end. When you are weak, I am strong. Help me to carry on. Count on me, count on me. You mean to tell me you could count on me, but I can't never count on you? You mean to tell me you could find me, but when I'm down, I can't count on you? And I'm not talking about all the time, because sometimes God don't allow the people that you sow into to be the people to be a blessing to you. But at some point, we should be able to have, you look out for me. At some point, I should be able to call you and get counseling and have an ear. It doesn't have to be all the time, but at some point you recognize this is a true one. And I wanted to get on and say, listen, let's not handle everybody the same. Because don't handle everybody the same. Let's handle them like Jesus. Jesus does not handle he loves everybody. But everybody is not 5, 2, and 1, because according to their ability, their capacity, he recognized the one that had 5 had the capacity to make it 10. So he was able to do a little something more. Doesn't mean that he loved them any different. The one that had 2 was able to handle 4. He put 4. Does that make sense? The one that had 1, he was able to multiply that, and he did nothing. And he hid it. Yeah, he made excuses. He gave him exactly what he needed. He gave him exactly what he needed. And I want to say, there are some people that are in your life. Don't wait till just Thanksgiving. Don't wait till Christmas. Don't wait till Hanukkah. Don't wait till 4th of July. Reach out and let them know, I absolutely love you. Thank you. You are it for me. We live in modern technology. You could send a text. I sent the text today. I said, they're going to think I'm out of control. But I want them to know I was thinking about you. And then I sent it knowing that I sent it my original way, so that they'll know that that was authentic. That didn't come from nobody else. But early in the morning, I'm thinking and declaring over your day, I absolutely love you. And I want you to know that there are ways that we could reach out. There are ways that we are able to communicate, and oftentimes it don't have to be words. I wanted to put that in your hearing to everybody that's listening, that's watching. Hit like, tag, and share. And I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for rolling with me with Midday. Thank you for like, tagging, and sharing. Thank you for sitting in, following, supporting, loving. When I go out, meeting me, seeing us. Thank you, thank you, thank you for what you think is nothing. It's been everything. And we're coming up on 4 years in the next few weeks. I wouldn't be able to sit here if you didn't sit where you sat and did what you did. You are amazing. You are it. If someone didn't tell you, if anyone didn't tell you, I want to be the first one or the second or the third or the 59th one to tell you, you are amazing. And I pray that God strategically bless you abundantly for your acts of kindness and consideration towards me and the Midday broadcast for the last 4 years. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But when we leave out of here, when we get off today and we get ready to get off, we're not getting off, not realizing, I got to do better. The people that have been with me, my niece that I could call on, and she got my baby, and the baby is safe. Cousin, auntie that I could just pull up to the bumper, get something out of her refrigerator. I don't have to hear it all over the world. She covers me. Auntie, I got to get auntie something for Christmas. I don't care if it's a candle. I don't care if it's a jellyfish. You got to get auntie something, right? Yeah, thank you. I received that. I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sometimes, Rafiq, Tina, we don't say thank you. We always want people to say stuff to us. We want the accolades, but we got to give it. It's better to give than to receive. On Sunday, I taught this and I stated this. Danya, I absolutely love you, PM. Danya D, you will forever be my baby sister. That is my girl and a true one. You hear me? Danya Minkerson Shaw is a faithful woman of God with a high level of discernment, with the biggest heart, right? And we've been together forever and ever, right? And we go back and forth. Love you. Soon as I hear she in the room, I'm like, I love you. I'm proud of you. Why wait until something happens? Why wait until, a person to start, the enemy get in and start saying, they don't never say nothing. Many of us have come from that. We are suffering. Some of us are now suffering or rebuilding, Rafi, because we have parents or family members or relationships where people never say they love you. They never say you look good. And we fighting that and we digging out of that. Why sow that? Break that. Destroy that. I'm not going to be the parent that's never going to say, I love you. I'm not going to be the one not to say, I'm proud of you until I'm on my deathbed, barely breathing. I want you to know I love you. No, I'm saying it every day. I'm saying, so I look at my husband, we say it 50,000 times a day. I love you. I love you. Thank God for everything that you do. Just in case a moment comes and we can't say it, you'll know it. Just in case I'm blowing kisses to the Lord, we've got to make sure that we do better. Stop mishandling, muzzling the ox that treads the corn, the one that's working for you, the one that has your back. They might not be perfect, but they're purposeful in your life. Stop finding every fault. No, I want to, because we live in an hour where people will dog the people that's with them and make it seem like they ain't nothing. And then you go run behind some scallywag or some daggone chica that ain't nothing. Come on. No, we got to do better. And even if we separate, we ain't got to separate with hate. You're a good woman. You just ain't a woman for me. Come on. Oh boy is good. He just ain't my kind. Nah, we just got into something. We just had 4 kids. Great father. He's just not the man for me. Why do we have to go out like that? We don't. And we don't. That's what we talked about today. Does that make sense? Yeah, that ain't so wild. So good. It's the truth, Danya. We take advantage. We take advantage of God's goodness. We take advantage of people's love towards us. And we be like, oh, I could depend. You could call them. They'll come. And then when somebody else new come, you jumping in over loops and hoops. And that's fine. But something is wrong that you have had a steady. I love that. I'm not an Oprah Winfrey fan. I love her in her space. But I love that she going to look out for Gail. Gail been her friend before and after. When she got rich, she gave Gail $1 million. She leveled Gail. Everywhere they go is her and Gail. Gail's her friend. Oprah got the choice, the pick of the litter, or who would want to be with her. But she always going to remember Gail. Gail's been her rider. We don't see a lot of that. Oh, they going across country. They going across country because they went around the block together. Something is wrong when we get new, and then we talking about the people that have helped us and developed us, prayed us through. You big now. You going to another church. So the pastor that prayed you through, Cindy said, I love you, Pastor Marcella, but I love you too, Cindy. Cindy, something's wrong. When we didn't know how to tithe, we didn't know how to live right, there was a preacher that brought us to accountability. There was a preacher and maybe his wife, and they might not have had nothing. There wasn't no cameras. There wasn't no social media, but they preached that word. They told the truth. They brought us to accountability. They loved us. They labored for us. Now we go to big churches and we delivered. I'm delivered. Then we like, I don't even like them. I don't care. You can't remember. Won't even lift them up in prayer. Come on. That's the one. I would have never got here if it wasn't for that. One planet, one water, God does the increase. So you need it all. I'm talking about being balanced, being blessed. I'm talking about Bible. How is it? Where are those from the house of Jonathan, the house of Saul? He is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the lineage. That's the history. He remembers that he's covenant down through the years. We get new and switch. That's my new friend. So you don't need your old friend no more? We don't. No? Okay. No, you will. You will. If you and here's the deal. You might not know you need them. But before it's over, you're going to realize that you missed them. New people come with new spirits, new this, all that. But it's nothing like having someone that knows you. And then you're not here for the pomp and circumstance. I love my best friend, Stacy Ace, for 30, 40 years. We've been together for a long time. There are moments, and she'd be like, you are wilding. And I'm like, no. I know everybody call you PM. They call you mother. They call you this. She was like, but I'm getting ready to tell you, you are bugging. I love that. I do. I need it. And I'm like, I know. She's like, bring it in. Bring it in. Does that make sense? You getting ready to crash out. Stop. Sit down. That's my sister. She knows. And you need those type of people in your life. And the people that you have in your circle, they need you. I just wanted to say, take advantage. Appreciate. Don't take advantage of people that love you and love you hard and love you long. This, if you don't know it, start opening your eyes. People be in it for their own agenda and for their visibility. That's real talk. And I said what I said. There are people that come in your life. They are only there for what they could get, how they could grow, and for their own visibility, right? Yep, she said, yes, Rod, is Dr. Tawanda. Let me tell, hey, Dr. Tawanda, how you doing? I love you. Let me tell you, if you find somebody that's just solid, they not in the hype, they not into the like tags and shares of it, right? You might find a real one. Right now, people are thinking and their agenda is to level themselves up. They don't care. And all you got to do is watch some of these documentaries, some of this stuff that's going on, and you will see people know the truth and they keep going as long as it could benefit them. They will speak out when it does not benefit them, but not the believer. People are in it. They riding to where they can say it's my stop over here. But when you real and when you got someone, we gonna eat. You eat, I'ma eat. You going forward, I'm showing up. I'm showing up. I'm going forward, you showing up. We riding together, and we gotta preserve that, and we gotta protect that. Dr. T, we shouldn't kill it. You shouldn't be killing your preacher. If they a good preacher, preaching the word of God, you getting delivered, right? You should be praying for them. If you got a good husband, if you got a good wife, if you got good kids, you don't want to dog them. You don't want to neglect them so then they could run off. No, we will not be like the prodigal father. I know that his other son was out there. I know that he was concerned about him. I know that son had some stuff with him. But that one that was at home, he spoke up and he was like, yo, you ain't never did nothing for me, right? See, they would have killed me because I've always spoke against what's wrong. Absolutely. Dr. T, people want to hear, it's good. My new crew, sometimes you don't want the people that's riding the gravy train. I'm just telling you, I know I'm 55. I might be a little old school. And I'm not saying that new is not necessary. But what I'm saying is that the people that you have that's solid, love on them. Period and point blank. Love them and let them know that they are loved. They are highly appreciated. They are one out of one. Huh? That I don't care if you got a good child, a decent child, a workable child, with stuff that's going on right now, you need to let them know, thank you that you haven't given mommy any trouble. Thank you that I could trust you. You're the one that holds the key. You're the one. Thank you for looking out for your baby brothers and sisters. Yeah, and then reward them. Bless them. Let them know to keep doing good. Give them a gold star. Don't just act like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do. Those your brothers and sisters. Those your kids. I get it. But we make sure that we look out. Make sure that you say something. What's up, Yana Boo? Make sure. You got a good pastor and they preaching that word and you getting delivered. Ain't nothing wrong with making sure you put a little offering in their hand. Make sure that you say something kind about them. Ayana, it is time that we stop dogging people that have been good to us, taking the opportunity that God gave us and mistreating people like they supposed to. No, ain't nobody got to look out for you. Nobody gotta put a little cookie up for you. Yeah, the extras, the bonuses, the going the distance, the favor. And then we do that. God knows that you can handle more. He says, what you do to the least of them. He said, what you do to the least of them. That guess what? Those are the people that you take care of. What's up, Brother Donald? Love you. Happy holidays, man of God. Brother D, we not going to be the ones to mistreat, to spaz out, crash out on the people that have held us down. We're not waiting to the funeral. Oh, they've been good. No, we talking about it today. We sending out texts and nothing but love and positivity. Thank yous. Huh? I told the church on Sunday, my church in Charlotte, North Carolina, Ayana, I told them, and you were there, I said that when we have the spirit of gratitude, gratitude heals your body. It brings down your blood pressure. It'll drop your sugar. There's no migraines. When you start flowing and living in gratitude and gratefulness, it will stop crash outs. Once we start that murmuring and complaining, you're done. You are done. Yeah, because that thing will take root. So when we get off from this lunch and this brunch, and I love all y'all, we can ready to be 4 years, and y'all just got on. I want to say thank you for all of your support. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna break the culture cycle. We're gonna break the bad behavior. I will not be a part of mistreating, muzzling the ox, the hand that's feeding me. Huh? Oh no, God feeds me. He uses people. He said, I will let strangers rebuild your wall. God uses people. And then he accounts to us, or he looks at how we treat people. That is his number one commodity, people. So God gonna make a way. God, he is. And he does. And the Lord is our shepherd, and we shall not want. But we cannot mishandle, we cannot muzzle, we cannot kill the thing that God is using to bless us. That's all I'm saying. That's all PM is saying. Pump the brakes. Pump your brakes and do an assessment and say, this one has had my back. Thank you. You opened the door for me. I had moved to Richmond, Virginia, y'all, years ago, like 2003, 2004, I bought my first house. And this woman of God, Danya D, opened up her school for me, and I was doing trying to get my hours. So New York had a certain hour and Richmond had a certain hour. She opened up her school, and I went to walk out the door, and she said, the Lord told me not to take any money from you. I worked at that school. Sometimes they would call me to come in and fill in. She would have me do something, and she had a teaching a school. She would be like, I need you to fill in. Whatever it was, work the makeup, I did. Oh, you like a lap dog? No, I was appreciative, and I was learning. I was in a new city. I was in a deficit in a sense, and she had wavered her fee. God opened up that door. How dare me get in there and talk about anything? Oh, the shop don't look right. She not running stuff. The devil is a liar. I said nothing. My business. We are lifelong friends to this day. Her sister, her stepmama, her kids. I love them. Do you understand that? That sometimes you got to know you can't muzzle. This woman made way for me. I was in the city. God was using her to bring increase, to bring information, to bring people to me. I'm new. I don't know nobody. And she had a establishment, a good establishment. Took me down right here to Dudley's. She was like, I want you to go to North Carolina. The school is closed, and I think it's on the 485 or something like that. She would always tell me, expose me to stuff. I didn't take that for granted. That woman of God, what they called me recently, Danya, and said, can I do a video? Absolutely. Surely I could talk about how good she was, how generous she is, what a faithful she is, and say thank you on a video. Honored to do so. This woman opened up a door for me. Thank you. Make sure I got fed. Make sure I had clients. Mwah. Love you, mama. You're it. Come on now. You go to a church, they pray for you, you might leave. Don't put your mouth on the path. Don't do that. That church was small. The quiet. Come on, no. Your husband wasn't right, but maybe y'all fell apart. Maybe he might not be the best father, but was he good ever? Can we find the good in people, not dog them? Can we make sure that as we growing, that you know what, we still covenant, we still principled? Don't get new and switch. God been God. Now you got money. Now you ain't God no more. That's funny. That's shady. That's unstable. That's ugly. That's ugly. Doesn't look good. I won't agree with it. Yeah, exactly. Listen, I just want to say that to you. What's up, Meeks? Sister, you know I'm talking about that thing that's going on in the atmosphere. People are not loyal. They funny. And they got their hand and their chest out. You talking cash, junk to somebody and you need to use their car, you need to live in their house, or they loaned you, you was down, now you up. No, you don't do that. I know we don't hear it. My mother used to say, don't burn the bridge that brought you over. That's old school. Don't bite your nose off to spite your face. Huh? Careful how you move. You'll never know who you're going to need going up. You're going to see them same people going down. See, that's the deal with some people. If you watch this documentary, some people, there's like, they ain't look out for me. So ain't no loyalty. I was loyal to you, and then you have money, and now you're in a jam. You need me to be loyal. They ain't do that. They sold their rights to the documentary because it's like, you ain't care, why should I care? Am I saying that that's right? That's not principle Bible. But what I am saying is that people get tired. If you got anybody that's in your corner, love on them and thank God for them. Does that make sense? Simple as that. I love you guys. Thank you for jumping in on this Tuesday. Y'all came through today. Tina said, my God, all you got to do is listen. We could talk all day, but what's the truth, Tina? People will flip out when they feel like they being mistreated and mishandled. I don't want to break off with you. I love you, but what I'm saying is you ain't loyal. People have walked out, been a part of ministries, but they got taken for granted. That's the biggest loss. That I got something good and I can't utilize it. You've had good people. Anybody been on here and say, yo, I've been a friend, and they thought I cut them off. I couldn't take it no more. The disrespect. I blocked them. I ghosted them. Why would a good person do that? Why? Because they got tired. Here it is. Dr. C, true. This is true. Brother Jeff, God bless you. I was praying for you today for healing over your body. Here it is, Brother Jeff. You got Rosie, and I love this about you. You're going to love up on that Rosie, because you know what it was like not to have something good, and now God has blessed you. And I want to admonish everybody that's listening. Dr. T, we don't hear this. We hear like, if they don't like you, move on to the next. Yeah. All that stuff is good, right? And sometimes you do got to move on to the next. But when you got a rider, when you got somebody that's good, why do you think, and I'm to people that know their word, remember David was God's own man, a man after God's heart. When David crossed Uriah, and he killed Uriah, and he started doing some weird stuff, right? Ungodly stuff, almost caused treason. He lying, he manipulated. The Lord said to David, if there was anything you would have wanted, wouldn't I have given you more? Now you have made it an occasion that the enemy could come in. He was mad with David. He was disappointed with David because he's like, me and you got everything. You didn't have to do that. I've been with you when you was a shepherd's boy. I rose you up. I fed you. I trained you. If there was anything you had needed and you wanted, I have been your sufficiency. Why would you do that? Now you put me in a position I don't want to, and I'm going to have to split your kingdom. I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to rebuke you. Do you understand that when people are locked in with you, it hurts them to have to come up against you? If you got a real one to walk away from you, Tina, people that love you, people that love us, Tamika, am I talking right? To have to ghost somebody that you love because you're tired of them and they become neglectful or they become entitled. That's not a good feeling. No parent feels good when they got to lock their kid out because that child is no longer listening. That hurts the parent. I don't want to do you like that, but you won't stop. The Lord doesn't want to do that. Don't take for granted. Don't have people that's for you flip out on you or walk away. Tina, I'm just saying that's the real deal. When you got people that love you, they want to give you, because love is action, love is giving, love is kind, right? And then they realize that you're taking them for granted. They thinking you're taking advantage. You know what I mean? You're doing extra stuff that you shouldn't do. When they have to drop the hammer on you, that hurts them. And sometimes their silence is just like, I ain't even want to put her out. I can't believe that. I had to. She getting out of control. She getting out of hand. She getting disrespectful. He went too far. You use my credit card? You stole my money? Come on now. Mix, I know what I'm talking about. I've been there. I've been on both sides. I've been the one that had to get kicked out because I was wilding. I've been the one that had to do the kicking out. And it's not a good feeling. But most of the times, the person that's spoiled, rotten, neglectful, and immature, they walk away talking about they don't love me, they did me wrong. Oh my God, because they're not looking at what they just had in their hand. And I'm gonna keep talking about it. I might talk about it tomorrow at Faith Charge. Y'all need to tune in because there's a deliverance factor to this, and it's called accountability and freedom and maturity, right? Because oftentimes we just look at, oh, what somebody did to me. What about the accountability? What did you do to make them walk when they've been riding? What did you do? What happened? That's my deal. I'm not going by what you said. What took place? There was something. Brother Jeff, that's how we got to talk to people. People will come and say, oh my God, my parents, they just flipped on me. Why would they just flip on you all of a sudden? They've been good people. Why would the pastor not want to fool with you and you've been at their church for 37 years and 5 days? Are they crazy? They ain't been crazy. They got a good name, right? Why all of a sudden they ain't fooling with you no more and you've been number one? These are the questions. These are the things we need to pray for. The revealing of the truth, not just the story. Tina, that's where I'm at. All of a sudden, if the job been good, what happened? And we know what jobs they cut you back. But if a person been good to you, what happened? You've been going somewhere and all of a sudden they like, we don't want you to come back. They just spazzed out randomly. I mean, it could happen, but that's rare. Or is it that you didn't pay? You came in there, you might have been acting weird. You was fussy. You were disrespectful. Something triggered it. That prodigal son's oldest son, the prodigal father, the oldest son, he was right there with his dad through it all. When that son was coming back and that father was acting like everything was everything, he spoke up. He didn't speak up no other time. What made him say, you ain't never did nothing for me? Because he was frustrated. He was like, all the time he was gone, you were miserable. And I've been holding you down, Dad. And I've been watching and careful for you. Now he's back. Everything is good. That ain't right. Huh? Hey, Chevelle, love you. That's it. Stop taking advantage. I need you to put that on your social media. Let's love people right. Let's love people right. Let's love people right. You got a good one? I admonish you. You got a rider? Come on, take advantage of that. And take advantage by loving them. Christmas, some people don't even need a big gift. All they want is the thought. It's their birthday. Send them a coffee. I know it's a little tight. I ain't do it because I was embarrassed. You wasn't embarrassed. My money been funny and I don't share it with you. Come on. Shabbat, I don't get it. You know, I would have sent some, but I know you got everything. No, so then add another candle to and some people don't. Just text. Just show up. Just let them know. Smooches, do a video. You can't get there. And you got somebody that you know that's been there for you. You might not be able to move like that. Take your phone and do a video, right? And say, hey, girl, I support you. I'm so proud of you. Kudos. You got it. You're the one and not the two and never the three or the four. So do you know what that would do for somebody that's just rooting for you? That lets them know that you thought about them. That lets them know that you celebrate. You pushed them. I couldn't make it, so I ain't do nothing. You ain't do nothing? All the opportunities we have, you could have did it with your bonnet on, boo. You ain't had to even get dressed from your bedroom. Huh? You go on Facebook with that. You do your lives from there. I'm talking about loving people while they're here and giving them their flowers. And that's it. Make a phone call. Say, hey, I'm thinking about it. That's it. There it is. You got a good husband, post and let everybody know. My man, my man, my man. That Sister Danya did a video of her husband, his birthday. I was like, girl, I love every one of them pictures. My man, my man, my man. Let them know you are a true one. Thank you. I'm not bragging or boasting. I'm not embarrassed. But I want you to know I recognize you coming home every day, getting up, going out there, hitting the bricks, cold, backache, knee ache. You know what I mean? Up and down. When you feel like it, you don't. You come home. I ain't got to worry about you. Thank you for giving me peace, because everybody don't have it. Don't take it for granted. But that's what you're supposed to do. That's why you married me. A lot of supposed to be. A lot of marriages and people ain't doing nothing. Okay, I'm going. Come on here now, because you can see I can get stirred up. I don't like that neglect. I don't like that taking advantage. I don't like it, and God doesn't like it. We don't like it when it's done to us. So since we don't like it, we ain't gonna do it. We gonna do better. You hear? You hear? Let us love people right. That's all. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now. You might be a baker, a cooker. You know, you might make drinks, something special that's your signature. Do you know if you send that to somebody, bring it to church? You know, Tamika, when I come, she always got something healthy for me. She be like, Sissy, I got you. I know where you came from. It could be something she got in her pocketbook. When I tell you, Miss Ma'am gonna dig and be like, sis, her and Sherelle, put that together because they know my assignment. They ain't got to do that. They don't have to do that. I'm doing something. I'm calling. I'm in the city. I try not to come to Richmond without looking out for her call. I want to meet up with her. That's my girl. I love her. Does that make sense? Richmond trips wouldn't be the same if I didn't see her. Things would be different, convocation, if she didn't see me. But while we're here, we're going to love each other and not take it for granted and not overlook people and get with new people and new positions and get all, get all. Come on now. No, we're not going to do that. And what we're going to do is love, and we're going to love people right. We're going to love them the way God wants them. It's called appreciation. It's called honor. Huh? It's called giving people their flowers. That's what we're talking about. Listen, if you got on today and you said, PM, I love it. I needed this. You right. Because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all this going on where people just, I got new. Ain't nothing wrong with new, right? But something is good with that antique. Something is good with that good friend. Me and Sister Anderson, Stace been friends for years. And we are new. We done lost weight. We done got married. We knew. We keep leveling up. But that's my rider. You hear me? That's my girl. And even when it gets shaky, we pull each other in. There are some things that you don't trade in. You level up on. Huh? We get better. We get better. Some people you hold tight to. You ain't gonna find them like that. You ain't gonna find Brother Jeff. Huh? Here it is. Some stuff, you know how you get a good pair of shoes, or you get you a good jacket, you get you some good hair, y'all. You be like, they ain't making it like this no more. I've been wearing wigs for a long time and weaves, and I'm telling you, there's some companies that their quality has changed. That hair is ghetto. The hair is raggedy. They don't do it like that. So when you get a new company or you get something that's substantial and sustainable, you hold on to that. It always. Do you know how many wig companies come up? You get this one with pre-pluck, pre-this, everything. But the quality is not. I'd rather take a wig that ain't got all the pre's on it, and it could hold, and it could take a color, and it'll last longer. Some of us are all into the new, the next, what they got. They on TikTok, and they ain't got no substance. Huh? They ain't got no integrity. Huh? They ain't got no love. But then you got somebody that might not have all of that. They ain't got a social media, but that's your rider. That's your girl. And when you come through, you could just sit there and you and her could just be it. That's your guy. Come on, y'all. Let's not get caught up with the wind of doctrine. Every wind, we going back and forth. Hold on to the good stuff that God has given you. Don't let the world take all of your qualities. Don't give it all up. Don't trade it in. Huh? She said, I love you, big sis. Forever and ever, Meeks. Forever and ever, Sherelle. Brother Jeff, you holding on to Rosie Rose. And she holding on to you. Hold on to your love. You got to hold on. Who sang that song? Hold on to your love. You've got to hold on. That's what I want to say to y'all today on midday. Hold on to your love. You've got to hold on. Those that said, I want to sow on midday, this was so good. I needed that. I needed that. Not that love won't get on your nerve and them sister friends and that job. Sometimes we be running out of jobs, but then when you get on the other side, listen, brother just said, hold on. Sherelle, sometimes we could be like, oh, I'm going to this job and they got this, and you ain't got the same favor. You ain't got the schedule. I had a job, they didn't pay me much, but it served the purpose. There was souls there. There was a bigger purpose. So I was able to ride, hold on. And I had a co-worker, and she would say to me, Marcy, you got to have perseverance. Marcy, you got that church. Oh, that was my girl, because she would level me. I'd be like, I'm done, because I'm frustrated. She'd be like, wait a minute, calm down, princess. Calm down. Hush up. Now, you need to come here because remember the church, what you and Antonio are doing? And I'll be like, yes, ma'am. She'd be like, all right, take a break. Go take a little, close your eyes. I got you. I'm going to help you with your work, right? But you're going to stay focused. People go through things. Life be lifing. But when you got something good, you got something that's right. I don't care, church. I don't care if it's a store you go to. You know what I mean? And it works and it serves the purpose. Hold on to it. There it is. What's up, Tina? Tina said, come on, Tina. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on to your love. You've got to hold on. Tina, send me your cash app. I'm about to buy you some Starbucks, baby, because you answered that good old question for PM. Send me your cash app. Text me and send me your cash app. You're going to get you some Starbucks because I surely put it out there. Who sang that song, Hold On to Your Love? And Tina answered back and said, Invo. Bing, bing, bing. There it is. I love you guys. Go sow your seed today. Fab Marcy 70. Fab Marcy 70. If you want to sow your seed, say, I'm sowing in this ground for the end of the year because I'm going out one way and I'm coming in 2026 another. Go sow your seed right now. What seed? The seed that you have, the seed that God has placed on your heart to sow into this ministry. Thank you. Some of you can say, I'm sowing $12. This is the month of governmental establishment, and this word was rich and on time. I needed to hold on. I'm holding on to the Lord. There's nobody else like him. I ain't letting that go. It might be a little trying time. He trying to teach me something, but I'm going to hold on to your love. I've got to hold on. Hey, Cindy said, in bold, sing that song. Ain't that the truth, Cindy? That's in the Netherlands. Hold on to your love. We've got to hold on. We're going to hold on to each other midday. We're going to hold each other up in prayer. We're going to hold each other up. We're going to be there for each other. Does that make sense? We're going to hold on to the Lord and not let him go all this crazy and all this noise. But we're going to be like, hold on to your love. You've got to hold on. Hey, come on, Cindy. I love you guys. Thank you. We will be back tomorrow. You know, it's Wednesday. Meet me in the morning, 6 a.m. Sissy, Meek, Sherelle, hit that alarm. Meet me on Wednesday at 6 a.m. for prayer. Let's start the day off giving God his due. You know what I mean? Holding on to our love. 6 a.m. morning prayer, power surge. Then we're at midday. And if you stick around, you stay around, or you could be found around 7 o'clock for faith charge. So let's do that tomorrow. Our day is full, but we hold it and we ain't letting go. To our love, we've got to hold on. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Have an amazing day. Thank you for all of your seeds, all of your prayer, and all of your commitment to Midday with Marcella. We love you.
To do just what he said he would do. And he's gonna fulfill